Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Campo here from WGAY News Network. I'm here to report today on the breaking news of February 2014. To start it off, we have to go to our infield correspondent, Lukwima Balzov. She is Russian, and she has the breaking news of the day that will affect every single one of you.
Hello, this is Lukwima Balzov, reporting to you live from Grand Rapids, Michigan, where we find a small, unabandoned canine yet to be made aware of his future demise. Lawrence is a 4-month-old Boston Terrier, living happily with his 10-month-old brother, Stanley. On a typical day, Lawrence and Stanley can be found wrestling, playing tug of war, or chasing balls across the room. Little does Lawrence know, however, that those balls will soon become symbolic of an event that can truly be called dogostrophic. On Friday of this week, Lawrence will say goodbye to his sugar snaps, only to live henceforth without those precious beasts. Let us remember Lawrence as he unwittingly embarks on this perilous journey. And with that I say, go blue, and back to you.
Thank you, Lukwima. That was definitely very informative and slightly erotic. Thank you for all of the dog puns. I appreciate it as I get drunker through this newscast. Next, we gotta go to the weather. You and I both know there's a polar vortex, but we need our other Russian correspondent, Friesen Mabozov, to let us know about the impending snow and doom headed towards Grand Rapids.
Hello, this is Fritzen Balzov, coming to you from Mother Russia. Let me tell you one thing, it is fucking cold. I drink the vodka all the day to keep warm. My parents, they say, you need to go to rehab. I say, you try to make me go to rehab? Is it warm? That is what I ask. Is it warm? Because it is fucking cold. Now, you tell me one thing, I have no time. I go outside, it's cold. Get off the lawn! I go inside! It's so cold! Ah!
Well, folks, what's a little newscast with a little unwarranted nudity and some Russian chicks falling on their asses? It's my kind of news. Next up, we had a reporter go undercover. Dog rings, you ask? Why, yes, dog gangs of Grand Rapids. This in-depth special report coming to you now about the dog gangs of Grand Rapids. They keep the carcasses of their enemies as trophies. I wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of these dogs.
Yeah, you see, anything that goes down in this town's up to me. Rat dog number 1.
And some of these dogs, it's all about bitches and brew. Most vicious of them all. I like my beer like I like my balls. On ice. Here I am, day 1 of assignment. I've got my costume on. I'm ready to infiltrate the infamous dog gangs. Here's a member now. Hey, homie, how's it going? I think I'm in.
You wanna be in our gang? You gotta check a beer, see?
Ah! Ooh!
You think you're bad, rookie? Now this is where we go terrorize the neighborhood.
Yeah, you think you're tough? We'll show you how it's really done.
Get him off! Get him off! Ah! Somebody call 911! Ah! The dogs! They're out of control!
Yo, I'm skating down the sidewalks of the city. I'm just having my jazzercising fun old time. And guess who shows up? 2 little rat dogs. I am telling you, those things were small, but they were not scared. They tore my leg clean off. I have no leg. I am balancing with my stub on a stool. You can't even tell because I got it hooked together with this here knee pad. That saved my life. In about 2 seconds, I will go to the hospital. So I'm going to tell you now, I have no time for this interview. I need to reattach this leg that was bitten off by the horrible creatures of this city.
With the threat of violence at an all-time high, it was no longer safe for this reporter to remain undercover. With more questions left than answers, the real question remains, who let the dogs out? Who? Well, folks, that's certainly the high-quality WGAY in-depth undercover reporting we've come to expect. Now here to talk about sports, we have our in-house lesbian and sports aficionado, Miss Potter. Miss Potter, tell me about some sports.
I want to let you know I got 5 shots of statistical knowledge for you today. Shot number 1.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
USA versus Canada women's gold medal match. Going to be phenomenal. Shot number 2. Switzerland versus Sweden in the bronze medal match. Also, going to be a good game. Shot number 3 of statistical knowledge. We are talking about USA, Canada, and Sweden. All 3 teams, men's hockey, all 3 of their first games won. It's quite amazing. Shot number 4. Sweden was the only team in men's hockey during the Winter Olympics 2014 to win all 3 of their first games in regulation. An impressive feat. Shot number 5. Wednesday, 3 a.m., quarterfinals begin. Men's hockey. Be there. Those are my shots.
You know, I don't know what's more impressive, your statistics or your ability to take shots.
My friends, it's many years of knowing my good friends, the Bolsov family, from Russia. They taught me how to do the vodka shot.
I can understand that. You seem to learn well. Now let's verge a little bit away from Olympic hockey and talk about fantasy hockey. Now, mind you, we have 2 levels of fantasy hockey going on right now. Olympic fantasy, which you cannot tinker, and regular fantasy, which you have a reputation for tinkering. How are you adjusting with the change, much like the men adjust to the size of the rink?
Well, that's an interesting point you bring up. I do want to point out that I have been in the top 3 teams all season for fantasy hockey, in which Sarah identifies as the tinkering fantasy hockey. So I will say that I do have a level of professionalism there.
Can I stop you there? No one actually cares about hockey. So moving on, we are going to talk about...
That is that. I guess this.
Tennis balls. Tennis balls.
Tennis balls.
Did you know that we go through more tennis balls per capita than any other news station in Grand Rapids?
Do you know what per capita means?
Per population. Also,
ladies and gentlemen,
did you know you have a dog that has eyes like Larry Scherzer?
Larry Scherzer?
What's his name, Matt?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's our cue. This has been Sports, and thanks for having us.
Well, you can't go wrong with sports. Folks, that's all we got for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I have. It tasted delicious. And join us next time at WGAY News for those in the know. Cheers.